What up, YouTube? I'm Topaz Yates and got a pretty good show lined up for you today, man. First, we're going to jump into the news in which Iggy Azalea won some awards and people are a little upset about that. Then we're going to jump into this freestyle from Jay-Z from his TIDAL Side B joint. And then we're going to do an article from downloadpass.com. But before then, let's listen to a brief instrumental from underground producer Jaquez Tony. So Iggy Azalea won Best Rapper at the Billboard Music Awards and such, and people came out against that, of course, and dude like Ice-T saying that they should not have given her that. But does this actually surprise you? They were going to give her the fucking Grammys until they realized how much backlash they was going to get from it. But they could get away with giving her a Billboard Music Award. It really doesn't mean much. But anyway, on to this review, in which is to that Jay-Z, that TIDAL Freestyle, man, and this was one of the most epic freestyles that I've heard since Motor Mook slaughtered Loaded Lux, man, in which this was so short but to the point, man, and he touches on so many different aspects of what's going on in our lives right now, man. So he's talking about all of the hate that he's getting since he started TIDAL and such, man. But then he broke it down like, you ain't mad at Steve Jobs because he's rich, but yet you going out and buying all of his iPhones and shit. You only really mad at somebody who's getting money that's looking like you, in which that's a lot of that self-hatred shit that stems from slavery that motherfuckers need to get the fuck over. Then he started touching on all of the competition, on how they're all coming together against him and such, man, and talking how little these people actually pay. So what he did was he started his own and decided to change the whole game. Like, he became the card. He's not going with the damn card. And he's absolutely right. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. When you in the position to change shit, you change shit. Fuck it. See, this is almost the same thing that Michael Jackson did, man. Like, he bought up half of Sony Music's masters and such, and then pretty much sat on them bitches. And then came all of the hate. Then came all of the smear campaigns, and everybody turned on Michael Jackson. But it was all because these powerful motherfuckers own the fucking media, and then they try to use that against you to prevent whatever movement you got going on. And I knew that's what the fuck was happening from the start, man. Look at the fucking tapes. These people are upset because he's giving so much money to the artist, which is unfucking heard of type shit. Like, that's how they're trying to evolve the music industry into the streaming service. But yet, if he's giving away all this money, then all their planning and shit was for nothing. So therefore, they trying to shut him the fuck down. Then Jay-Z touches on the political side as well. Like, he's pretty much saying, I came into this shit by my fucking self. I did this my damn self. I'm not no token nigga that's getting put into a token position for them to control him. That's why he's able to do this shit that's directly contradictory to everything they trying to do. Much like, look at what's happening in Baltimore, man, when the mayor coming out tap dancing and shit for white supremacists, saying that Freddy Gray's death was not racially motivated and shit. Like, keep on tap dancing. Jay-Z is really the American dream, my dude. Definitely go ahead, peep that joint on out, and support TIDAL if you can. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpass.com. And today's article is about how all this white-on-white crime gotta fucking stop, man. Because for those who didn't realize, yesterday out in Waco, Texas, some biker gangs, man, they got into an altercation, if that's what you want to call it, where these people just straight up killed 9 fucking people. Got a bunch of people hospitalized. The police recovered 100 fucking guns. And then these gang members came out pretty much saying that any uniformed officer they come across, they're shooting and killing that motherfucker. These criminals, these thugs, these animals, these white baboons out here running around in these fucking streets. These people are the biggest threats to society as we see it right now, which begs the question, how is it these people always go to jail, get a slap on the damn wrist, then be right back out on the fucking streets? Happens all the time. You know what I blame? I blame that damn pop music, man. If it wasn't for Christina Aguilera and her dirty ass, you look at Britney Spears and her slutty ass. Maybe if they didn't listen to these people, maybe their families would remain intact, and maybe they wouldn't do all of this violence that's perpetuating and burning down their own communities. Where is the National Guard when you need them? Because let's put this in perspective. The riots in both Ferguson and in Baltimore, man, they didn't kill nobody. Like, the only people that died from these things are the people that the police fucking killed to spark the motherfucking thing. So the government is pretty much saying they care more about property damage because Baltimore, they burned down a fucking CVS. And in Ferguson, they burned down a fucking gas station. That shit is more important than 9 people being fucking murdered and police officers being targeted. That's what they saying here. And you know what else happened yesterday? Bill O'Reilly, the main one talking about how black people need to get their shit together, he whipped his wife's ass and then drug her down some steps in front of his kids. So my thing is, when are these white people gonna pull themselves up by the bootstraps and quit being such violent criminal offenders and quit being animals out here? I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.